Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most pivotal battles in history, the Battle of Yarmouk. Imagine a time when empires clashed, the fate of civilizations hung in the balance, and the very course of history was up for grabs. This battle, fought in 636 AD, changed the course of history forever. It was a clash of titans, a story of courage, strategy, and ultimately the rise of a new power in the world. Let's step back in time and explore the dramatic events of the Battle of Yarmouk. The Battle of Yarmouk, fought in 636 AD, was a turning point in history. This battle was not just a clash of armies, but a clash of civilizations, ideologies, and destinies. It was a moment where the fate of empires hung in the balance, and the outcome would reverberate through the centuries. Located near the Yarmouk River, in what is now modern-day Syria and Jordan, this battle marked a significant shift in power during the Byzantine-Sasanian Wars. The Yarmouk River, a serene and life-giving waterway, became the backdrop for one of the most decisive battles in the history of the Middle East. The river, which had witnessed countless generations of peaceful existence, was now about to witness a cataclysmic event that would alter the course of history. Imagine the scene, the dusty plains stretching out under the scorching sun, the air thick with tension. The ground, dry and cracked, seemed to hold its breath in anticipation of the coming storm. The sun beat down mercilessly, casting long shadows and creating an atmosphere of foreboding. The tension was palpable as both sides prepared for a confrontation that would determine the future of the region. On one side, the might of the Byzantine Empire, the continuation of the Roman Empire in the east, a force that had stood for centuries. The Byzantine soldiers, clad in their distinctive armor, stood in disciplined formations, their shields and spears glinting in the harsh sunlight. They were the heirs of a proud and ancient tradition, a military machine that had withstood the test of time. On the other, the rapidly rising Islamic Caliphate, a force driven by faith and ambition. The warriors of the Caliphate, inspired by their belief in a new and unifying faith, were determined to spread their influence and establish a new order. They were a dynamic and motivated force, ready to challenge the old guard and carve out a new destiny for themselves. The Yarmouk River, usually a source of life and fertility, was about to become a focal point for a struggle that would reshape the map of the world. This river, which had nurtured civilizations for millennia, was now the stage for a battle that would determine the future of empires. The waters of the Yarmouk would soon run red with the blood of those who fought and died for their beliefs and their homelands. The stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. As the two armies faced each other across the dusty plains, the fate of the Byzantine Empire and the Islamic Caliphate hung in the balance. The Battle of Yarmouk was not just a military engagement, it was a defining moment in the history of the world, a moment that would shape the future of civilizations and leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. Before the battle, the Byzantine Empire was already weakened by continuous wars with the Sasanian Empire. Imagine decades of conflict, of resources stretched thin, of emperors struggling to hold on to their vast domains. The Byzantine Empire, once the undisputed power in the region, was reeling. Meanwhile, a new force was emerging from the Arabian Peninsula, the Islamic Caliphate. Inspired by the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, the Muslim armies had grown in strength and confidence. They had already achieved remarkable victories, expanding their territory at an astonishing rate. The Byzantine Empire, weakened and vulnerable, became their next target. The stage was set for a showdown between two empires, each vying for dominance in a world on the brink of change. Chapter 3. The Leaders. Khalid ibn al-Walid and Emperor Heraclius. On one side we have Khalid ibn al-Walid, a brilliant strategist for the Muslim forces. Khalid, born into the powerful Quraysh tribe of Mecca, initially opposed the Prophet Muhammad but later converted to Islam, bringing his formidable military skills to the service of the nascent Muslim state. Known as the Sword of Allah, Khalid was a military genius, a master of both strategy and tactics. His ability to read the battlefield and adapt his strategies in real time made him a formidable opponent. His victories in battles such as Uhud and the conquest of Mecca solidified his reputation. He inspired his troops with his courage and his unwavering faith. Khalid's leadership was not just about tactics. It was about instilling a sense of purpose and destiny in his soldiers. His charisma and personal bravery were legendary, often leading charges himself and fighting alongside his men. On the other side, Emperor Heraclius leading the Byzantine troops. Heraclius, who came to power during a time of great turmoil, was a seasoned warrior and a shrewd politician. His reign saw the Byzantine Empire face numerous challenges, both internal and external. Heraclius was no stranger to warfare. He had already proven himself a capable leader, having fought off the Persians and saved his empire from the brink. His campaigns against the Sassanid Empire were marked by strategic brilliance and relentless determination. He had already proven himself a capable leader, having fought off the Persians and saved his empire from the brink. His victory at the Battle of Nineveh in 627 CE was a turning point, showcasing his ability to lead and inspire his troops even in the direst of circumstances. But in Khalid, he faced an opponent unlike any he had encountered before. Khalid's unconventional tactics and relentless pursuit of victory posed a new kind of challenge for the seasoned Byzantine emperor. These two figures, Khalid and Heraclius, would clash on the battlefield, their decisions determining the fate of their empires. The Battle of Yarmouk, fought in 636 CE, would become one of the most significant confrontations in history, shaping the future of the Middle East. Their leadership, their strategies, their courage, all would be tested in the crucible of Yarmouk. The battle was not just a test of military might, but also of willpower and resilience. The outcome would not only determine the territorial boundaries, but also the cultural and religious landscape of the region for centuries to come. Chapter 4: The Clash of Eagles' Tactics and Strategies at Yarmouk. Khalid ibn al-Walid's innovative strategies, such as the use of mobile cavalry units, were key to the Muslim victory. His ability to adapt and respond to the changing dynamics of the battlefield set him apart as a military leader. Imagine the thundering charge of the Muslim cavalry, their swift movements outmaneuvering the heavier Byzantine formations. The sound of hooves pounding the earth, the sight of dust clouds rising, and the sheer speed of their advance created a sense of impending doom for the Byzantine soldiers. Khalid understood the importance of mobility and surprise, and he used these tactics to devastating effect. His forces could strike quickly and retreat just as fast, leaving the Byzantine troops disoriented and unable to mount a coherent defense. The Byzantines, despite their larger numbers, couldn't match these tactics. Their attempts to regroup and counterattack were often thwarted by the relentless pressure from the Muslim cavalry. Their traditional formations, while formidable in open battles, proved too slow and cumbersome against the agile Muslim forces. The Byzantine commanders struggled to adapt their strategies to the fast-paced and fluid nature of the conflict. The Byzantines fought bravely, their legions renowned for their discipline and training, but they were up against a force that was both strategically and tactically superior. The discipline of the Byzantine soldiers, while impressive, was not enough to overcome the innovative tactics employed by Khalid and his commanders. The Battle of Yarmouk was a testament to the importance of adaptability in warfare, a lesson that would resonate through the centuries. It demonstrated that sheer numbers and traditional tactics were not always enough to secure victory. The ability to think creatively and adapt to the situation at hand was crucial. Khalid's leadership and his ability to inspire his troops played a significant role in the outcome of the battle. His strategic acumen and understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of both his own forces and those of the enemy were instrumental in achieving victory. The preparation and morale of the Muslim forces were also key factors. The soldiers were well prepared, highly motivated, and deeply committed to their cause. This level of preparation and morale gave them an edge over the Byzantine forces, who were often demoralized by the relentless assaults. The aftermath of the battle saw the Byzantine forces in disarray, their losses significant. The victory at Yarmouk not only secured a crucial strategic advantage for the Muslim forces, but also showcased the effectiveness of their tactics and the brilliance of their leadership. The Battle of Yarmouk remains a pivotal moment in military history, studied by scholars and military strategists alike. It serves as a powerful reminder of the impact that innovative tactics and strong leadership can have on the outcome of a conflict. As the sun set over the battlefield, the legacy of Yarmouk was cemented in history. It was a battle that changed the course of empires and left an indelible mark on the annals of warfare. Chapter 5: A Clash of Civilizations, the Scale of the Battle. The battle saw tens of thousands of troops on both sides. Imagine the vastness of the battlefield, the dust clouds rising as armies clashed, the air filled with the din of battle. The sheer scale of the forces involved made it one of the largest and most significant battles of its time. For days the battle raged, a brutal back-and-forth struggle for supremacy. The fate of empires, of religions, of entire civilizations hung in the balance. The courage and ferocity of both sides were undeniable. But the Muslims, inspired by their faith and led by the brilliant Khalid, slowly gained the upper hand. The Battle of Yarmouk was a clash of civilizations, a pivotal moment in history that would have far-reaching consequences. Outro: Yarmouk's legacy, a turning point in history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating historical content and updates. The Battle of Yarmouk was a turning point in history, marking the beginning of the Muslim conquest of the Levant and the decline of the Byzantine Empire in the East. It's a story of courage, strategy, and the clash of civilizations, a reminder of how pivotal moments in history can reshape the world we live in today. Stay tuned for more adventures in history and discover the past like never before.